Class 5 Computer. Hello students, this is the first video session class of chapter number 5, that is working on tables in MS Word 2010. Now in this chapter we will see how to insert tables in a document. In a document means in a MS Word document. Okay, Microsoft document 2000 version is 2010, and how to insert tables in a document, and editing and formatting tables, how to edit and how to format tables. Edit in MS Word 2010 ji kamaina sayda chi MS Word 2010 sida table kamaina hapchangani amasung edit haidi semdok semjin, and formatting haidi phajanaba mongda color haptana boundaries color change tawdana manungda color shading tawdana hapaduni koina formatting tables haisi, and deleting tables, and how to delete tables, and how to delete this table, how to insert it, and how to delete it. These things we are going to learn in this chapter number 5, that is working on tables in MS Word 2010. But in this chapter I'll tell you using MS Word. In this chapter it is given as MS Word 2010, but when I'm telling you or explaining you practically, I'll use MS Word 2007. Both are same. Okay, manung dadi chap manai MS Word 2010 daju MS Word 2007 daju aina table da semge table do MS Word 2010 da moina like taksabani aina hayeng practically takpa matamda 2007 da takpado kechu kaidi mamanga tokibu maina ko adu if some features kara 2010 da yauba 7 da yaudaba yauragadi ai adum hairake nangi mamangi print screen lobdo screenshot lobdo aduda 2007 da yaudi 2010 da yawedna if aduguma yauragadi ai adum hairake hayeng 2007 da di yaude 2010 da yawi haibna chingmudo. Okay, now let's start with the chapter. You must have used tables for making lists or for comparing things. A table displays information in an efficient manner. It is easier to look for a particular detail from a large amount of data if it is represented in a tabular form. When a table semba uramani, table semba haibasidabu name tongana, relation kai relation ne tongana, age tongana, height tongana, width tongana, so different my columns in that different piraga in a represented in a tabular form. The fitogadi it looks nice and we can see it distinctly, the headings like the name, relation, age, height, width, weight, tongan distinct koina koina loimong uwa phangi aduna table sembagi kanabasi adune ko. For example, you must have seen your teacher make a table which lists the names of all students, their roll numbers and their particulars, that is address, father's name, etc., or the names of all the students and the marks obtained by them in each subject. Now we also make your mark list when you have your term and exams, your half yearly exam or final exam. We make your names, and in the other column we make a marks of the subjects, the marks of every subjects. When a marks same in every subject khudimaki marks tongana happy, their roll number tongana happy, names tongana happy, when you table same in atra when table same urangani. Or you have your daily timetable also, no daily timetable sunu urangani juju when we present you in a tabular form. Table da tongana same do ga no timetable su pi dune mo koina pidra pigo koina koi school da su pigo no daily timetable. Monday na ke subject to in Tuesday which subject you have to bring on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like this. Okay, no Monday, Tuesday ko dimagda kay subject puduna have seen tongana koina no pi pani domaina kay semi we make in a table format, table semaga table format kongana pi do ko aduna sigi working on tables in MS Word 2010 haije. Now make a table listing name, relation, age, height and weight of all the family members. Now if you have computer you can make this table. Okay, the name of your family members, the relation, that is name. If it is your father, you relation, in relation you write father, the name, mother, name, brother, name, sister, name, uncle, like this. And the age you can mention here, the height you can mention here, the weight also you can mention here. This table you can practice at home also. If you have computer at home, no yumda computer leragadi sije kamaina saraga kamaina hapkani haibase table se kamaina puthokani haise. I'll tell you now how to insert tables and how to write inside the tables also, and editing also I'll tell you now. Kamaina tongni haibse huji no da higher dabani ado sida tawri khodimachi no yumda leragadi yumda toba yaeba. Here MS Word is a very useful feature that allows you to insert or draw tables in your document. It also allows you to do a lot of other things with these tables. See tables seasonalaga koina thabak mayam am toba yai ade MS Word ki features hai. See the feature that allows you to insert over jai, and we can draw also. Yek pa jai table se. Okay, like we draw in a MS Paint, Microsoft Paint, we draw things like this. Like that we can draw tables also, or we can insert the number of rows and number of columns, and we can bring out a table also. These things we have to learn. We are going to learn in this chapter. Now let's see. Cell, row and column. The first topic is cell, row and column. Now cell, you know that in a table every box here is known as a cell. Row means that these are the rows. First row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. Now these are the rows. This is row and this is column. And every box in a table is called a cell. C-E-L-L, cell. That you know already. Sumaina yung na legisina column. Pay na legisina row. Aduga every box ko di magsina cell kawi. Ko table da every box ko di magsina cell kawi. Cell zina hana kangam every row column ko hana Excel togre. Now a table is a collection of rectangular boxes which are arranged in rows and columns. Each rectangular box is called a cell. A rectangular box amamam se cell kawi, arranged in rows and columns ta semaga leba rectangular boxes singneba ko. Every box ko di magsina koina kay koeba cell koeba. When a number of cells are placed together horizontally, number of cells are placed together in a horizontally, smaina fay na horizontally thamaga na sibu koina row koeba. Ko it is called a row. When a number of cells are placed after the other vertically, yung na mathang manaw na yung dana thamaga na, it is called a column koeba ko. Shown below is a table listing the name, profession and city of residence of 4 friends. Mimari khaki my profession ne, my city ne, my maming ne, say the piece name. Serial number, name, profession and city is given here in a table shown here. Now, how many rows and columns do you see in the table above? Mathakta laisida how many rows kya way? Rows see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ko serial number gi thariba, the heading thariba, say the heading tharisu, sisu row amani, and the row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 rows. You write here how many rows? You write here 5 rows. And how many columns do you see in the table above? Columns is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. You write here 4 columns. Here you write 5 rows. Here you write 4 columns. Okay. Here row kya no sila row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say the masagi serial number say the 1, 2, 3, 4 majare. Serial number thai jisu row mani. See count oraga row pluna 5 tare na 5 rows. Column D 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. You can write here. Okay. Now a cell is formed at a place where a row and a column meet. So you can also say that rectangular boxes that are formed at the intersection of rows and columns in a table are called cells. Row ga columns ka thengna phamdo adubu akoina kay koeba cell koeba. Sigi first column da first row ga thengna phamsina cell kay kore si je 1 1 go se first column first row sina cell 1 1 maming ni ko aduga si na second column first row sina cell si mafam je name thari cell si mafam je sina suppose second column ni sina first row da adi 2 1 hai ni sumaina name so koina semba yai ba ko na row ga column ga thengna ba mafam se sibune koina cell size. Now know the idea of cell, row and column. Cell ne, row ne, column ne ki idea se khangamani. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, that is inserting a table. Table ka maina insert toge have to yang si. Now I'll explain all this, then after that, like before, after that I'll tell you practically also. Okay, now listen carefully. Now inserting a table. Now how we can insert a table in a Word document? Okay, now a file, if you open a file for MS Office, then MS Word, it is known as a document. Document MS Word pu hangdoga di dubu MS Word file has UI, but it is better we call it a MS Word document hanga khangne ba ko. Now to insert a table in a Word document, follow this step. Now what are the steps? Let's see here. The first step is click at the place in your document where you wish to insert the table. Nang insert tong ningi ba mapadu da nang click to biro have a click at the place na kazado the thamo have a pointer to puraga kazado nang table tham ningi mapadu da point to biro. Then click on the insert tab. Now again, like pictures, clip art, shapes, smart art, screenshots and hana koina insert tab ta changba dumaina. Likewise, like before, you have to go to the insert tab again. Then from the insert tab, in the tables group, but this time we are not going to the illustration group like before. Hana illustration group ta changi koina dumaina illustration group ta changaroi. We are going in, we click on the insert tab, and now we are going to the tables group now. Because we are taking a table log now we are inserting table, so we'll go to the table group, not the illustration group. Okay, illustration group ta changaroi, table groups to in changane. Click on the table button. Now table button da click to biro aduga insert ta changani aduga table log na table group ta changani aduga click on the table button da click to over. Now next step number 4 is move the mouse over the grid to select the number of rows and columns that you want to insert into your document. Click your selection, the table will be inserted. See figure number 1A, here it is on here. Or click on the, now I'll explain this first. Move the mouse over the grid to select the number of rows and columns that you want to insert. Tables group ta akoina head click to matamda sumaina box mayam tholakane sida thoglaiba box singse sigi box manung sidagi nang number of columns kya pami, first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column kya pami column do khalo, and number of rows 1 2 3 4 click to bega zer chingoba. You click the left mouse button, don't release the left mouse button do thok pa yade left mouse button do namaga chingadabani duga number of rows ka number of columns ka do mathaka tholakane saida 6 by 6 la is number of columns is 6, number of rows is 6 haineba ado sum click tarago sum chingani. Duga when you release the mouse, left mouse button nang tak thadokpa matamda hojiki nangi the table will be inserted, the table do MS Word document da thogla aneba masama tonda. Or amana sida chingaga toba ma yare, that is the first option. Now the second way is click on the option insert table. Option the insert table haiba se yauje e makhada se yaw ko seda insert table na ni ni se insert table se da click to biro insert table click to in the drop down menu. Insert table the click to ga drop down menu ma thogla ne ba number of columns, number of rows have number of columns, you insert the number of rows, number of columns you want, number of rows also you insert the number of rows you want, number of rows na apama thabiro, number of columns su nang apama thabiro. Now you cannot see properly here in this video. If you don't see properly in this video clearly, and you can refer your books. Okay, no yung da like to hang do ga dum yenga so video chenga aina video se ke gumba seng da ba yauraga di habni ko sana haije aina se i je macha smanya side i bajdi uramgani se macha i se uda ba yawe bako udraga su like to hang do ga textbook to hang do ga book to refer to ro bako. The insert the table dialog box in dialog box is the number of columns hapiro, number of rows hapiro, aduga se okay to biro ba. insert the table dialog box will appear. So the 1B the thola ani. Select the number of columns and number of rows that you want in your table. Number of rows, number of columns, you insert it. Increase or decrease the column width using the up and down arrow next to fixed column width fill. The fixed column width fill is the auto lazy. Now auto dum thambiro hujiki. Now for now you can put in auto. Put on auto, okay. Later on also you can change the width, the column width. Column width to corner same as well. But they don't have at the time of making table also you can make, but after making a table also you can make it, but it's better you choose the auto mode. Okay, click on OK. The table will be inserted in your document. Likewise, you can insert the table here. If the number of rows is less than here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 column, and number of rows given here is 8 rows. Here you can see only 10 column and 8 rows. If it is more than 8 row, then you have to go to the insert table option. Insert table option is only number of columns is 10 katang yawi, number of rows so 8 katang yawi. And number of rows and suppose 12 paming kalaji adu sidadi ching bada thola roeva thola kadra sidi masagi preset oina thamaba table neba thola kadra sida number of rows is 8 katang yaure ananga 12 number of rows 12 pamadi kai changani sigi makhada insert table se changbirane baduga number of columns so nana pame suppose 5 hero 5 thabiro number of rows na 12 agadi 12 thabiro, then your table will be inserted in the Word document. The number of rows, number of columns can have do yam dragadi. If you want to insert 6 by 6 table, have the number of columns is 6, number of rows is 6, then no need to go to this option insert table option. You have to write here again number of column, number of rows, you have to write again and again, you have to click OK. Now these things you have to do. See, instead of that you can just drag here like this, number of rows and number of columns you can choose, just simply release the mouse, then that table will be number of 6 by 6 table will be inserted in your Word document and mahamtonda automatically changraneba. Aduna sida mu hangdoni site dialog box yang tholani number of rows, number of columns amung namani adagi okay mu tawni du gong changani minus hang to supodi. The process is a bit lengthy. Kitang change kitang just kitang change baduna segidum direct or job. If it is the table you want to make is under 10 column and 8 row gi manung da leiragadi ko segidum sembe are the helagana insert table da changbiro. Then the last option here is draw table lagidi click toga draw torozia makhada to draw table yaidana. If you click on this draw table, a pen or a pencil, like the pointer will change into a pen or a pencil man tholani, you can draw and you can whatever table you want you can insert it. Adu minus same as we have. Now let's go to the next topic. Now the next topic is drawing a table. Next topic is drawing a table. Draw it. Table draw tong. Now before this, let's see here. Do you know deleting text in a table will not delete the rows and columns. The table can be reused to fill new data. Table da yauriba. I suppose I want to delete some information or something. Some data which I have put in the table. If I want to delete it, you can delete it and you can reuse the table. It will not delete the rows and columns. Rows ka columns ka do table gi rows ka columns ka do kemta mangoi table gi manung da akoina semba matamda ko table gi manung da yauriba data sing do semba matamda table gi row ga table gi column ga do kemta mangoi habne kendani ko koina table da yauriba data habdi akoina hapiba information haidi marks wagira name wagira roll number wagira do hapiba sing do akoina muthatpa matamda magi row ga magi column ga di kemta delete tawroi, only the data will be deleted and you can insert a new data. Okay, you can fill with new data. Now let's see here drawing a table. Now the first step here is click on the insert tab. You click on the insert tab and click in the table group just like before. Click on the table button, the click to biro. Then a drop down menu appears. Drop down menu hai this minus table the click to matamda si makada drop down tholai se maina ma thokla ni buko sidagi nang ha mai option ju color roi ani chu option ju color roi. Third option you choose the don't choose the first option, second option, but you choose the third option, that is draw table. Draw table, click on the draw table option that is shown in figure number 2 here. You can see here, you can see clearly in your textbook. If it is not visible properly, the cursor will turn into a pencil. As I told you before, and nangi mouse ki pointer do pencil on that the cursor will turn into a pencil. Nangi ngasagi mouse ki pointer do mansi the cursor hai ko mouse ki pointer do kadeba pencil on grani. Now hold and drag the mouse at the place you wish to draw the table. To mouse raga, you hold and drag the mouse. You click on the left mouse button and hold. Mouse ki left mouse button do click to bro duga namaga thamu haiba hold to raga and drag at over at the place where you wish to draw the table. Ning badom nang chingo they thula ne. Draw the required number of rows and columns. Required number of rows ka, required number of columns ka nang na pami badu yekpiro he the yekpana. When I show you this practically, you will easily understand. Aina haying practically utpamatamda no yam laina khangani ko sigise. At a point away from the table, click to change the pencil back into the cursor. The pencil do ko yung cursor da mo on kinabagi. At a point away from the table gi mapanda kitang laptak na point amada kutoga click to to change the pencil back into the cursor. Ngasagi nangi laiba mouse pointer do hagi cursor hagadi blink to label ko adu dona na click to matanda cursor on khane have pencil do nana mouse ki pointer do poraga click to matamda nanga sai pencil do cursor on khani. It will turn into a cursor do on khani have khane ko sikse drawing a table se gyan tarning khale ina the inserting a table khai first insert tables lagi tum hana laiba preset tables lagi insert to biba. And the second one is insert tables using giving the number of columns and number of rows. Number of columns ka number of rows ka piraga insert to bama laire. Aduga amna draw table lam laire. Sida three options are given here. From the this preset tables you can drag and insert the table, and you can insert number of columns and number of rows, or you can directly draw the table. Number of rows and number of columns also, if you as you wish. Okay, number of rows ka number of columns nang na pamada nang na draw toraga chingaga semasu yare. Aduga sisu draw table je si table je hana ye aga matungda only a box on kadang tholakani. Aduga nang na number of rows you have to draw the number of rows and the number of columns, also how many columns you want. All these things, all the tables you have to number of columns, number of rows, everything you have to draw in this draw table. Draw table dadi number of rows number of columns nang loima yek to neba nasano ina chinga ga yek to neba number of columns ka draw table the number of columns, number of rows. If you want to delete it also, you can use an eraser there. Then the draw table da nana delete toba pamagadi cell delete toge, column delete toge hagadi, and eraser is given there. You can click on the eraser the click to biraga and palm the cell and palm the row, everything you can delete using the eraser. And if you want to draw again, you go to the pencil or a pencil will be given there. Pencil dam changaga amunamaga amu draw to real ko koina drawing ek matamda pencil na yaga. If you want to erase some part, you have to use the eraser like that. You can draw the tables, and if you want to delete some cells or some row or columns delete you can use a eraser, and an eraser will be there in this draw table. The eraser must have practice time. Now draw the required number of rows and columns. At a point away from a table, click to change the pencil back into the cursor. The one table to the click to biro hanai cursor the one cursor blink to. Now practice time. Create a blank table with 7 rows and 5 columns. 5 columns ka 7 rows ka in a document using the draw table option. Do you find it easy? Now you have to do this and you have to see whether do you find it easy or do you find it difficult. Nang lubra na traga live ra haiba nang tauraga khanga dune ba sigise ko now for this video session class, let's do it here. Let's do it up to here only. Okay, in the next video session class, let's continue the next topic, converting text to a table, how we can convert text to a table and how we can convert a table into a text. Okay, vice versa. Text lagi table doon ba, table lagi text on ba su tawbi ba. Adong nga sige oinadi sibuk ta hana tawrasi. So for today, let's end the class here. Let's stop here. Now the next topic, let's say in the next video session class. Okay students, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy.